US President Donald Trump is imposing a new wave of tariffs on trading partners, including a 10% duty on the EU. The European Commission has said these tariffs are in line with the EU-US trade deal struck last year. The US administration has also reacted to the EU's €890 million fine on Google yesterday, with Trade Representative Jameson Greer saying that the EU is driving massive uncertainty for US exporters and jeopardizing the EU-US trade deal struck a year ago. While Bernd Lange is the European Parliament's top lawmaker on trade and was the lead negotiator on the EU-US Trade Pact. He's been in Washington this week, and I caught up with him earlier this morning, and I started by asking him where Trump's new tariffs leaves the EU-US trade deal.
In principle, I guess with this new tariffs, they respect the deal. And this was also one of my major task for this week in Washington, to convince everybody, regardless what else is in the air, that we stick to the deal.
Yet, this many would say is arbitrary. Many would say that Trump is sidestepping Congress, sidestepping the Supreme Court's ruling to find new ways to impose tariffs. Does that worry you that there will be more fresh rounds of levies targeting the EU again?
I think you are quite right. So Trump and the administration are looking always to solutions for some kind of basis. So now this forced labor issue, so that we as Europeans are not respecting the fight against forced labor is crazy. We have a wonderful legislation, even stronger than the United States has. But nevertheless, it's not my job to judge about that. I guess the courts in the United States will judge about that. And I hope that after the midterms in November, the Congress will take over a little bit more, like it is written down in the Constitution of the United States, Article 1, Paragraph 8, trade policy is in the hands of the Congress. So I hope this will give also additional stability.
The US administration has fiercely criticised an EU decision to fine Google under its digital rules yesterday. Jameson Greer, the trade representative, saying this jeopardizes the EU-US trade deal, calling also for a ceasefire, suggesting that the EU-US are in some kind of trade war. Do you fear more retaliation now from the US?
More or less in all my talks here in Washington, this DMA and DSA, the digital regulation in Europe, has played a role. And there was a little bit the fear that because of the fine against Google, this tariff regime starting today would change. Luckily not. But the statement from Jameson Greer was quite clear, and a lot of other talked in the same direction. But of course, for us, it's not mixed. So we have the tariff, the deal of Scotland, and we have some regulation where everybody, not only US companies, but also Europeans and whatever, Indian companies, has to respect it. This I try to make clear as well. But nevertheless, DMA, DSA is in the focus in the United States. And to be honest, I expect that some action will come.